Welcome back. Welcome back. Your man Diamond K in here, of course, the Diamond K Show, radio on fire.tv, on fire-tv.com, the WRF radio app. We go on and on and on. I am here. A lot of things that I really would like to get into. But I really have to start with the foolishness. The it is an epidemic of scamming going on. There is a lot of stories where you hear one thing, and then when it gets unpacked, it turns out to be something else. Some of you will remember this story online. It was covered really heavy. And it's this woman. So they're calling her Brick Lady. That's obviously not her name. Her name. I'm gonna get her name in a second. So they're calling her a Brick Lady, and they're calling her Brick Lady because this Houston woman, if you remember, went viral for this what we thought was a horrible story about her getting assaulted outside of a club in Houston. You remember that? So she made these claims that she was assaulted with this brick. She raised thousands of dollars scamming folks. Now, when I became aware of the story, I was sad for her. I think the post that I made said sad story. Right? It seemed a bit far-fetched. Not that somebody would assault a woman, because sadly this happens, but she was allegedly hit with this brick, and she did this video, and she was saying that she was assaulted. There was this GoFundMe account, and the police are saying that this was a scam. Police are saying that she lied about the entire thing. Rhoda Osman is her name. She's 33 years old. She has been charged with felony theft by deception, according to the charging documents. Now, Osman raised at least $40K through what the police say is a fraudulent GoFundMe page. So it is a sad story, because it's sad for many reasons. One, when you have women or men, when you have people that lie about assault, it makes it so hard for those that are actually assaulted. So when I say it's a sad story, it is a sad story because, yes, she has been exposed to be lying, but also she has damaged actual victims. So when you see GoFundMe pages, already people are skeptical. Is this really going to the family? Is this for real? Like, they're already skeptical. And then you have stories like this. Rhoda Osman, 33 years old, who scammed people, according to police, according to prosecutors, according to the charging documents, from over $42,000, at least $42,000. So this was back in September. She claimed that she was a victim of a similar attack more than 3 years ago. So I know people are going to say, wait, she could be attacked once and she could have been attacked before. This is absolutely true. It could have happened, but it does not appear to be that. So here's how it all started. On September the 3rd, Houston police officers responded to an aggravated assault incident. They met Osman and her female friend. During the investigation, officers reported that Osman was intoxicated, hostile, and irate. Now, if you saw the video, she was all of those things. She definitely was hostile. She definitely was irate, and maybe she was intoxicated, but police said that she appeared to be that. Now, in the original police report made at the scene, this is at the scene of the alleged assault, Osman claimed that she was walking on Schumacher Lane, and an unknown man threw a brick at her when she would not give him her phone number, according to court documents. Now, that was the story that we got. That was pretty much the story that went viral, right? She's walking down the street. Some guy throws a brick at her because she wouldn't get his phone number. Well, okay, it's kind of strange, right? What guy's riding with a brick in his car, right? Is he a bricklayer? Is he a construction worker? Who carries bricks to the club while they drink? I mean, whatever. So nobody asked those questions, right? And women jumped on board on this quick. And listen, I mean, she has some type of contusion on her head, so it looks like she's in pain. Something happened to her, is what people are saying, right? Now, she also told officers she had ordered an Uber and believed that the brick throwing suspect was the Uber driver. Right? That's kind of strange because the Uber driver had her number for the whatever. Okay, right. Anyway, Osman said that she got into the car with him where he tried to kidnap her, according to the court documents. So as you can see, it's continuing to pile on like bricks. Did I say bricks? Is the brick lady? Oh, right. Bars. Okay, whatever. All right, we continue. Osman stated that the suspect was involved in human trafficking and had a large amount of women in the car with him. So this was a car. Was it a truck? Was it a van? She's all over the place. So she says all these things. Now, this was on September the 3rd, 2023. Now, a follow-up investigation began on September 15th. Detectives tried to reach Osman, but the number she provided was actually her friend's number, who was also at the scene when the incident was reported. The friend said she was not from Houston and went out to several places to drink with Osman, the documents show. So we said that she appeared to be drunk, and it sounds like that is what her friend is saying. They were drinking. She said that Osman reportedly called her male friends to come pick them up. So the friend seems to be unraveling some of this. Maybe this wasn't an Uber driver. Maybe this wasn't some random guy. These were actually friends of hers. When the men arrived, Osman and the friend got into their vehicle, which was a dark-colored sedan. Now, the woman told investigators that she got into the right front passenger seat, Osman in the back seat with another man. As they were driving, she reportedly heard Osman yell, "Ouch, why you hit me," but stated that she did not hear an argument before she heard Osman yell. So this is starting to sound different than what the viral video displayed, or what she said. The brick lady, Osman's friend, further detailed the incident. Now, the friend stated off the record that she did not believe Osman was hit with a brick, according to the charging documents. So the friend said, "I don't know. I don't know about this. I didn't see no brick." And brick is kind of an interesting thing. And I know where some of the ladies are going to go, okay, she wasn't hit with the brick, but she was hit with something, right? So maybe she thought she was hit with the brick, but it turned out to be something else. And that appears to be where we're going. Now, the friend told the detectives that the suspect who allegedly assaulted Osman got out of the vehicle, got into another vehicle, and drove off. She said that Osman went live on Instagram and that she tried to convince Osman to call the police. Why did she go immediately live on Instagram? We don't know that. The friend said that she did not know the two men she got into the car with and would not be able to positively identify the suspects. All this is stated in the charging documents. Osman gives statements to detectives. So this is where the detectives come up with the whole thing is unraveling. So the detective finally made contact with Osman on September 19th. They had a phone interview where she told the detective that her friend came into town and picked all the clubs that they went to that night. They reportedly started at one lounge, went to the Liquid Lounge. Osmond said as they left the club, she called an Uber. According to the charging documents, when the dark color sedan pulled up, Osmond thought it was the Uber and she got inside. This happens. People, think it's the car, and maybe it's not the car. They don't check the plate like they're supposed to, and they just get into somebody's random vehicle. That could happen. Is that what she's saying happened? Now, Osmond told the detective that when the suspect hit her in the face with the brick, that when she entered the car, she was hit in the face with a brick. So, if that is what happened, if she entered someone's vehicle, they didn't know it was who she was, and then they hit her with something, hit her so hard she thought it was a brick. I mean, I suppose that's possible. But we continue. She stated that she did her own investigation and found out it was a man named Olin Douglas who assaulted her. When Osmond was asked where her friend was at the time, she reportedly became upset, and she said that her friend was far away from her and talking to someone else. Osmond then changed her whole story and said she was assaulted at the Liquid Lounge Club. After more questions, the police are getting frustrated with her, and Osmond becomes upset. She asked to speak with the detective supervisor and then hung up. The detective said that she still provided her the name of the sergeant so she could contact the supervisor. Now, here's the part. Now, I know women are quick to side with the woman if she says that she was assaulted. Society as a whole does that. Woman says she's assaulted, they jump on it immediately. Now, here's the thing, though. September the 20th, the Houston police canvassed the area where the assault was reported and spotted surveillance cameras in the 5600 block of Schumacher. Now, that's something that she did her investigation. I don't know if she looked for that. Now, the company that owned the camera provided the detectives with footage from them according to the charging documents. And that's where the whole thing comes apart. In the footage, the man that Osmond claimed hit her, Olin Douglas, was also identified. Detectives said Douglas, Osmond, and her friend were seen talking amongst each other and walking towards the TikTok Garden Lounge. This is in the 5600 block of Schumacher Lane. They all reportedly went inside of the club together. So this is already telling a different story than what the brick lady said. 20 minutes later, on video, the three of them walk outside of the club, then walk toward a white Maserati that was parked directly on the side of the business. Douglas was reportedly seen leaning on the right front passenger door while Osmond walks towards him. Now, the guy Douglas is leaning on the right front passenger door. Osmond, the lady who we saw in the viral video, walks towards him. According to documents, the surveillance footage shows that Osmond started dancing on Douglas while her friend was in front of the vehicle talking to another man. The video then reportedly shows all four of the people get inside of the Maserati. The unidentified man got into the driver's seat. The friend got into the right front passenger seat. Osmond and Douglas entered the back, according to the documents. So a picture is being painted where the lady who was in the viral video that claimed she was hit with the brick is in the car with a man. Her friend is in the car with another man. The four of them are in this car. Minutes later, Douglas was reportedly seen getting out the back right side, and then Osmond and her friend also exited the vehicle. Osmond and Douglas were in an argument, and Douglas reportedly swung his right hand while holding what appeared to be a plastic water bottle and struck Osmond in the face. So, this is on video that he hit her with this water bottle. Detectives said that Osmond then sat in the front passenger seat of the vehicle while Douglas stepped away from her. He reportedly got into the back seat of the vehicle, and an Audi A3 pulled up. He got into that car. Osmond then got out the vehicle. Detectives said that the unidentified man who was driving drove off. The footage captured the incident, and it did not support Osmond's recorded statements, according to the charging documents. So, yes, it appears that she was hit with something, but she went viral for saying that she was hit by a guy with a brick. She went on IG after the incident, and on September the 4th, a day after the alleged assault, a GoFundMe account was created listing Osmond as the beneficiary. The account raised $42,302 as of October the 25th. It stated that she was attacked by a black male as she was walking down the street because she declined to give him her phone number. The page reads, "Woman gets hospitalized after allegedly being hit in the face with a brick by a man she refused to give her number to. The alleged incident happened in Houston. She said that she was surrounded by men who did absolutely nothing. She says the man got into a car and left the scene after assaulting her and is afraid he will never get caught." You remember this viral video. Now, the viral video link on the GoFundMe still directs to an Instagram account. The video received more than 1 million likes. And a link for Rhoda's external injuries redirects to a TikTok and currently shows the video is unavailable. The GoFundMe account is reportedly frozen after several donators reported it as fraudulent. During the investigation, detectives said that they received a call from Daphne Sutton, a mental health advocate and a blogger on TikTok, who believed Osmond was conducting a scam because of a similar situation that happened in Minneapolis in 2020. Now, she reportedly provided the detectives with another GoFundMe account that was created by or for Osmond in 2020 with the same narrative of a black man hitting her. Sutton made TikToks about the incident and said some of Osmond's friends and ex-roommates also reached out to her to provide a statement. Now, detectives from Houston reached out to the Minneapolis Police Department to ask about the GoFundMe titled "Help Black Muslim Mother Pay Her Medical Bills," according to the documents. And the document stated a young black Muslim single mother was viciously assaulted by private security in Minneapolis, sustaining multiple facial contusions, a black eye, and injuries to her leg. She needs an estimated $5,000 to pay for medical bills, legal fees, and a new phone and move. The Minneapolis Police Department told Houston cops that it has not received any reports of Osmond being assaulted in 2020. The department stated that the last contact officers had with Osmond was in 2012 for public lewdness and disorderly conduct. So it is a lot going on here. And if we, some folks have gone into her criminal history. The spokesperson for GoFundMe sent the following statement, and it says that GoFundMe has zero tolerance for misuse of our platform and cooperates with law enforcement investigations of those accused of wrongdoing. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Rhoda Osmond has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. It is not unusual for GoFundMe to pursue legal recourse against those who exploit the generosity of its giving community. And so lastly, Osmond failed to show up for a planned surrender. Osmond had agreed to surrender to police on the charge at 3:45 p.m. today. And when the time came, she did not show up. So this, according to clicktohouston.com. So a lot to unpack there, folks are talking online about different things. The woman appears to have been hit with something, right? Her face is swollen, right? But regardless, there were a lot of lies told, a lot of misleading things happened, and I have seen people jailed for much less. So we're going to continue to follow this story as it continues to unfold. It's sad when you have people taking advantage, as GoFundMe said, taking advantage of folks' generosity. It's really disgusting. It's really disgusting when you think about it, because as I said, there's so many people that need help. And when you have folks taking advantage, making a mockery of things, the narrative of black men just standing there while a woman is assaulted, that narrative is dangerous. A woman lying about her assault. Now, yes, if she was struck with the water bottle, that's something totally different than a brick. Now, many of you are going to say we saw a contusion on the side of her face, which we did. But where did that come from? What water bottle did that? I don't know. I drink water every day. Got a water bottle right here. All right. I don't know. But is that going to do that to somebody's face? I don't know. Let's do this. We're going to continue to follow the story. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, Threads at The Diamond K Show. Of course, djdiamondk at gmail.com is how you get in touch with me. Join diamondk.com for all of our members. We're going to take a quick break and then come back with more of the show after this.
Looking for food that feeds your soul? Hoodfellas Bistro and Catering is your local African-American-owned restaurant offering American cuisine. Located across from the courthouse, we offer daily jury specials to reward civic duty. Enjoy our full-service restaurant and fully stocked bar. Dine in, pick up, delivery, and catering. Our themed happy hours feature live music, handcrafted drinks, and weekly specials. Book your private event at hoodfellowsbistrocatering.com.
Welcome back. You man, Diamond K in here. Of course, join diamondk.com is the best way to support what we do here. So there's this lady. She went to Houston to chase dreams of becoming a social media influencer. And the last story that we talked about was based in Houston. And this is another story of a woman. She goes to Houston. Now, she goes to Houston to become a social media influencer, right? Doesn't take a lot of money. Now she is wondering where her and her children are going to sleep. This is so irresponsible, so disgusting. I mean, should they take these kids? I don't know. A lot going on social media at the Diamond K Show. We posted this.
Get somewhere safe and warm for the night until I'm able to figure out at least how to get home.
Kiara Jones came to Houston from Tallahassee at the start of the new year, chasing after a dream.
This is like one of the biggest populations of the social media influencers. That's kind of my goal, to become a big influencer.
She'd been staying at a motel this month with her
3 little munchkins. I love them. They're so sweet.
But by Monday, she says she'd run out of money.
It just became too much for me after a while.
With temperatures dropping and no place to go, she says she called 911. Police brought her and her kids here.
Yeah, it's a very foolish story. I feel bad, obviously, because there are children involved. Temperatures dropping, like that's a surprise. She didn't go there in the summertime. She went there in the wintertime, right? And, Kiara Jones and her family among these people in a warming center. So she came from Tallahassee. Now, here's the thing. She says she wants to be a social media influencer. Social media influencer, meaning that you're using the internet. What difference does it make where she lives? Right? If she's trying to get it in on the internet, what does she need to go to Houston for? She should have started and kept going where she lived instead of moving to Houston with no real plans. So if a lot of social media, quote unquote, influencers live in Houston, okay, that's fine. You're not one of the big ones yet. She brings her children. They're living in a motel because she wants to be a social media influencer. It is ridiculous. We talk about mental health. We talk about intelligence. She is definitely lacking in intelligence. Definitely lacking in intelligence. Should her kids be taken away from her? I don't know. Where the fathers at? Yeah, I do want to see the guys who laid down with this one. So caseworkers are going to try to help her get a plan together for her and her children. It is something. She should have planned this out better. How could she be a social media influencer? What could she influence you to do, say, buy, or anything? Nothing. You've got to be careful. This is ridiculous. They say, don't try this at home, folks. Don't try this at home. She calls 911. It is winter time. If she was going to make a move like this, and she might have found herself on the street, she should have waited summertime. She should have stayed where she was. And maybe things were not much better in Tallahassee for her at that time. I don't know. Where are these kids' fathers? Did I say it already? Who's the man that laid down with her? I don't think it was one guy. She got 3 kids. These are probably 3 different guys. Not that there's anything wrong with that. All the mothers out there, don't hit me up like I'm talking crazy, because if you got different fathers, that's all good. All right, that's all good. I just want us to act smarter, be smarter. This lady clearly not smart. If you were in Tallahassee, I think it's the winter in Tallahassee is going to be better. I've been to Texas before. It gets cold in Texas. And I'm sure it gets cold in Tallahassee, just not as cold as it does in Texas. Goodness gracious. Moving from Tallahassee to Houston, clearly with no plan, no place to go. She ain't smart. You know how they say you don't have the sense that you were born with? You ain't born with a lot of sense at all, right? You don't have the sense you were born with, saying you're getting dumb. You're regressing. This was not a smart thing. And she's talking about social media influence. The Instagram models. Is she trying to be an Instagram model? Whoa, she's got a long way to go. If she's trying to be an Instagram model, she definitely has a long way to go. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok at The Diamond K Show. I will be back here tomorrow at 6 p.m. For the program. Need to get in touch with me, djdiamondk at gmail.com. Joindiamondk.com. I will see you guys tomorrow. If you're out and about, be safe out there, because the temperature is dropping, not only in Houston, but everywhere.